So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Duluth, Minnesota at the Sept of the Hearth's Fire, where we have two chucklefucks, two whole entire chucklefucks, who have, with some chance to finally really sit and talk, especially with Charlotte having a much clearer mind in the wake of a couple nights of sleep, have begun a plan, a glorious plan, wonderful co-op plan that will honestly at least start with Charlotte kind of heading towards the door, gesturing, just being like, well, should probably hit our Timmy first. I mean, for one, she wants to know what's up, and for two, she might actually be able to give us some decent advice on all the stuff we've got planned. I feel like she's had to help people through even tougher times.
Juno, standing there, cigarette in hand, just takes a light drag of it. Not the heavy half a cigarette that she normally does, just almost a normal amount for once. And breathes it out of her nose, kind of half through the nose and mouth, in fact. Yeah. Yeah, alright then. Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
Yep. Let me grab. Charlotte will snag just like a shoulder bag from beside the door, whip it across her body, cross onto her opposite shoulder, and yeah, go ahead and poke her head out, hold the door open, glancing around. Guess we check her usual stomping grounds?
She'll be at the Crag Gauntlet.
Ah. Awesome. Well then, let's go that way.
You do remember which way that is, right?
I mean, I know where the crags are. Yes, I know where the gauntlet is.
The half smirk.
Maybe Dr. Ditz. Good madam. But a good doctor never forgets, or something. I don't know. Let's go that way. Fucking. Ugh. I thought this was a good metaphor, but it wasn't. And now I'm sad and avoiding it. Ugh.
Yeah, she'll just start walking in the direction of where, well, hopefully is a very good guess on where Artemi is.
Let me roll. She's usually in there or one other place. It's one of the two. Makes her location in two locations. So 2. Yeah, she's there.
Hot.
Yeah, you'll probably see her. I think she's not hard to find. The big, huge Black Fury. The Crag's Gauntlet itself, it's like, it's just like a strand of fuel, but marked with several posts and pillars, and again, very much looks like some sort of makeshift arena. You can see her probably in one of the more training center areas on the sides of it, lifting up pieces of wood, and you know what I mean? It requires a lot of strength.
Oof.
What?
And those are kind of tilts her head. Just Jesus.
You're not backing on me now, are you, Dr. Ditz?
No, just the size of the logs gesture. But no, I'm with you. We're on this. Gonna put your behind in your past. Grins. And yeah, starts trucking that way. Shoves hands in pockets.
Does the same.
You hear the clattering down in the tree trunk, like.
Yeah.
You should turn her head, like seeing the two of you approach.
Chin promptly goes up.
Yep, likewise. Almost probably quite comedically in sync as the two just kind of get to a point, just like rolls heads back.
She'll be kind of wearing those bandages against you because you can tell why she's trying to avoid the blisters on the hands and all that. So she'll start unwrapping them and we'll kind of look over at the two of you as she dips her face in one of the water bowls and kind of shakes her big, long black hair kind of everywhere. Yes.
If you're at a stopping point, Raya?
For now.
Juno gets a solid, like, dunk nudge. Through the pack link, it's just tell her what you're trying to do.
She takes in a breath. With everything that's gone on, Raya, and you did ask, and now I'm answering. I'm planning to actively put everything that's happened in the past and start again. Fresh. All that which has happened has happened. Those that have died, died, and they need to be put to rest respectfully. And I think it will do myself as well as others some good. To lay some things to rest.
What things are they?
Any grievances that I've had with other people.
And you plan to do that all in one night? You kind of, well, won't be harsh, but stare very firmly.
No. But I plan to start it in one night.
And will you accept it?
I will.
Because there is a difference between wanting to say the right thing and telling yourself that you are going to say the right thing and then hearing it all and facing it all over again. She kind of like taps her hands, like some of the dust and chalk rockets off her hands as well as she's washing them. Like still panting.
There is, Raya. But this, it feels right. And it feels like it's time.
Turn then, rubs a bit of her chin. Some of the water kind of drips down off it onto her hand. And you're coming to me because... Do you need someone to stand with you?
At the very least, we could probably use some advice, Raya. Probably helped people through worse times.
Just sit down on the log, stretches her arms out like, cracks a bit and rolls her shoulders. What exactly are you planning to do? You say make amends. Are you writing a letter? Are you giving an announcement at Sept? Are you waiting for a moot? What are you doing?
Charlotte will kind of glance over and kind of just send a query of like, do you mind if I answer?
It's just like the idea of like, go ahead.
The thought, Raya, was that many of the grievances...
Not her, not you, her. Just say firmly, sternly, right into your eyes, She speaks with her own voice in my presence.
The thought was, Raya, with some of the grievances caused, some of them can be put straight, as I've been convinced fairly easily by my well trusted friend. And it's no better place to start, along with the eventual laying rest of the pack and starting again.
And when were you convinced? Did you choose to tell her, or did she press the matter?
She thinks for a minute. A bit of both, right?
There's
I
a
do not-
nod.
I admit some of these things are, when you're in a certain mindset, you don't think. Don't think how you normally would, and don't think how you probably should. So, I am thankful for the prompting, but I do not tend to hide things, especially from those that I trust. Not anymore.
To nod again. Seems satisfied with the answer. And again, what are you exactly doing? Writing a letter, speaking at a moot?
But considering that those that I do have grievances with are only small, select number of people, I think it would be best to address these personally.
How many people?
It's kind of the. It starts thinks for a second. I'd say at least 10. All for different reasons. All converging down to one thing.
You plan to have them all gather around so you can make an apology?
No, I plan to address each of them individually.
Difficult, and poses many different problems. Especially for your well-being and the mindset. Sometimes it is better to have 10 fists hit you than one after the other, step by step by step.
Perhaps. But if that's what it takes to get over this hurdle.
There is that, and then there is enduring too much for the sake of thinking you deserve punishment. Don't bring the get mentality into this. It won't serve you here. Enduring is one thing, but actually healing is another. Are two very, very different things.
She nods. I wouldn't know what to do about something more public.
She'll nod. It's not that. It's the attitude you're giving. And she doesn't say this with harshness. She stands up. Stop thinking as if there's a weight on your shoulders. Stop treating them as if they are pieces of rocks that you have to cast yourself and strike yourself with. To endure and to be hollow after the endurance is a waste and defeats everything you're now trying to do.
She nods.
These people, do you value them?
More than anything.
Then do not see this as some arduous Herculean task. It will be that, in some part of your body. But to go in and say, I endure. Just shake her head very softly. Then they will see you as a carrier of burdens, and you with the burden. But you're not. There's some things even the guru in us cannot fix. Sometimes we have to open up our wound and let them all see it.
I think I understand, right?
Don't be afraid to open up. Don't be afraid. Would you like pull a lock to the side of your hair to the side of your ear? And don't be afraid of it. This isn't some gauntlet. This isn't some arena.
No. These are just my battle brothers and sisters.
They are just people who suffer just as much as you do. If you can think of them as that, then you can finally start to heal.
She smiles a little bit, nods. Thank you, Raya.
Examines you. Lifts your chin up slightly. Try not to look down.
Nods again. Again, chin up, nod.
Do you need someone to stand with you?
I already have someone to stand with me.
No nod. Very well then.
But your presence will be appreciated.
When you gather your people, I will appear. I shall have my sisters close. They'll make sure that things go smoothly. As is our following's decree.
Thank you again, Rye.
Nod.
Charlotte just flicks a glance aside. She's sucked in her breath, kind of bracing.
You, point to Charlotte. I want a word. And she's starting to walk off towards one of the logs.
That's right.
Where you can see the big fucking sword thing that she had, the machete, essentially, that she's
Yeah,
walking
thank you.
towards it.
Yep. She does not say "oh fuck." She follows obediently along.
She'll turn when she picks up her gear. You know, she throws on that kind of leather jacket she wears and buckles the machete onto her belt. These people, are they coming that they want to make peace, or were they made to come?
I haven't made any come. The original plan was to seek them out to solve things personally, Raya. I can contact them. We could howl. But I don't think that most expect this.
I see. Then my sisters and I will be but a shadow, waiting.
Thank you, Raya.
She just zips up the end of her jacket and she just, vanishes.
There's kind of an appreciative little eyebrow pop, and then she'll turn to meander back over to Juno. So what do you want to do? She has a point.
She does. Honestly, her plan is probably for the best.
It solves it, or at least starts solving it all at once.
Just thinking of how to start it off. What am I supposed to say?
If you were to howl, I can echo what you've said to those who are not on Sept, but perhaps an offer to all of those that you have slighted or offended, saying that you apologize and you want to make things right. I don't know if it's... She kind of glances back to where Timmy disappeared. I don't know if it's more proper to ask them to come here or not, but then again, she kind of shrugs, glancing around, considering the ways things are usually solved in the nation. It might be a bad place to invite them, so that their slights, their offenses can be known and can be addressed. Do you remember them all? Do you need warning? I can't say I know all of them, but I know some. I can warn you that if Cassie shows up, she is probably somehow the angriest of all of them. But she's right. They're just people. People who are hurting.
Yeah. People suffering, people hurting. Like I did. That's all it is.
That's all it is. And some of them may lash out, but will react differently to pain.
No. Like she said. Maybe 10 fists at once. It's better than one after another.
She's not wrong.
If it turns that way, don't intervene.
What kind of mediator, what kind of person standing with you would I be if I wasn't still standing beside you?
Don't intervene.
I won't step in the way. But if that's what you want, we're doing this on your terms.
Do you think calling them here will be the best place, or?
She kind of glances around, kind of thinks a bit about their options. Torna, is there any particular role that could be made to determine if there is anywhere more suited? Or just any sort of like insight?
This for free because the Crag Gauntlet is kind of a place where everyone comes to train, and you know what I mean. It's that type of area. You know, it's very much a public place. Like it's known that contests of strength are done here. You know, this is kind of a known, very very known. So I'll give you this for free. One of the best places you probably could go to do a place like this are two places. One is the High Clearing, and the other is the Barbed Wood because it's deep. Actually, no, not the Barbed Wood. Fuck it. Sorry, the lake lower side. Yes, it's eerie and yes, it's weird, but it's where more places and more meetings like this are often held on Sept. Nobody really talks about it, but that's where they're often held.
Then yeah. Just kind of flick a glance over. I mean, there's the High Clearing, but I don't know if any of the injured are still being kept there. Lower side of the lake is where I would choose of the two, but it's up to you.
Lake lower side it is.
All right. Then take the lead. This is all you.
Just because Tom doesn't actually know how this works. What?
The big lake that comes through the entire set. Yeah. There's the center side, the upper side, lower side.
I mean, like the whole, like what, like that. Am I howling people? I don't.
From what I gathered is I thought you were bringing people down there.
Right.
Yeah. Charlotte. Basically, your options are howling, or Charlotte can start rapidly texting, calling, etc. Or we could even go to people individually and collect them to bring them down.
Start sending the messages, making the calls, and tell them what it's for. Those who want to hear it will turn up.
Not? Basically, there's a knot. She'll begin to pull out the phone, though she will glance over. In a pinch, if you're worried about others showing up or needing to show up that even I don't know about, you can always step across and you can howl it. But yeah, thumbs flying.
To be honest, I think you know more than me.
Well, yeah, but I know a lot, but that doesn't mean I know everything.
No. Like I said, that mindset. You go blind.
Blink.
She just starts walking.
Scrunches her nose. And yeah, she will probably take the time initially to type up something appropriate and then basically copy it, paste it, tweak it a little per person so it suits. And yeah, start firing them off.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a lot of phones are going to ding
Mm-hmm.
as they walk that away.
The lower side of the lake as you arrive. Again, always eerie here. Do you feel that sense of like, do you know what I mean? It's so silent. There's no, compared to some of the other places, the water barely moves, the stillness. Oof. You know what I mean? It doesn't, even though you know the sept itself is safe, just can't help it. You know what I mean? When everything's so goddamn fucking quiet. Yeah, no. It's eerie. But, you know, as you kind of arrive, you get the distinct impression the Furies are there on the other side. I'm going to give you that for free. They're there. But people start arriving as you position yourself along one of the banks of the lake. You will see. Let me just get them up for you. The first two to arrive are these two. Then these two. Then these four. Holding up very much as a conglomerate. Zori is supporting Cassie, who is the albino paleness would only reflect she could only go so pale. But she is thinner and weaker and bandaged, yes, but she's moving, but her legs shake as she moves. Melon, basically, what you get the entire impression is the pack is more or less there to support her because she is weakened. Better, but whatever that poison did, it took a lot of her strength out. And you don't see Lily, but you get the impression with Leaf and Maria here, they came, do you know what I mean? It was pretty much already a blessed thing.
Totally.
Or maybe you figure that either Lily's here or she's on the other side. But the fact that the two of them are here, yeah, you know everything's kosher. I don't know if there was anybody else. I don't think. No, I think this is everybody. It is. Yes. They all kind of like, there's this kind of surprised look from the Striders to the Ravens. Like Skyripper and Lena kind of stand there. It's kind of like this, oh. Do you know what I mean? That type of thing.
And that's the Metal Gear Solid surprise each other. She will pick herself up from where she's been sitting, taking a deep breath. She'll walk forward into the front of them. I'd thank you all for coming. Such short notice. And she looks around them all. It is time to make things right. For each and every one of you, I have either offended, looks to Maria, slighted, or made unacceptable wrongs towards you or people you care about. Those are my actions, and I stand here before you, all of you, in hopes to finally put those at rest, leaving a twisted past behind me. Like many of you have heard, like many of you already know, throughout my time as a cub, Cleeth, and fostering, I have been struggling. I have been hurting. And I've done things that I regret. Now, after realizing this, not only myself, but realizing and finding out who I really am and what I stand for, that is not any of that. Going forward, like I said, I plan to bury and lay rest the slights that I've caused, any pain that I've caused, and I will do what it takes to make things right again. And she, you know what, don't even, wow. I will spend as much willpower as it takes for her to stay in a. To some who know Juno better, she's not really like strong in posture, like, you know, slumped here and there, that kind of thing. But I will, if I need to, either roll or spend, but I will more than happily spend however much willpower for her to head up Chetlow, like completely new, not different, but like she's standing, trying to stand tall, kind of thing.
Yeah, you can spend the willpower for that.
Yes.
There is a silence that lingers over the crowd. Again, the descriptions of why they are there leave stoic faces as stoic as has ever been. Maria's got this very stern, very hard expression on her face. Skyroper seems to be listening in, and Lena seems calm. Melanie, to be honest, she's too focused on Cassie and the weakened state she's in. Abel is listening and watching and judging you and the way your posture is, and he's analyzing with the Galliard's eye, essentially. Zori is sitting off on one of the rocks, watching. And Cassie, it's plain as day, she's white-knuckling. And as you tilt your chest up and display yourself in more of a changed posture, there is a silence which definitely causes some anxiety. Yes. And who is going to be the first one that speaks? It will be her, because it's her. You've told us this before. You said similar things. How do we know this is not just a grandiose gesture? And weeks later down the line, it's back to the same old process.
Because Last time. Last time when I said this. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking of you. Merely only the selfish act of thinking of myself. I wasn't thinking of what ripples my actions had caused. Not fully. What knock-on effect it would have had. I wasn't thinking about any of that. The mindset I was in before, I was blind and narrow-minded. And like I stand before you now, all of you, I will not stand for that, Juno, any longer.
Mia nods, and Leaf keeps a hand on her shoulder, kind of steadily squeezing it, like rubbing his thumb along the shoulder, very calmly. These two just watch. Study. Particularly Skyripper, he just keeps his head tilted to the side. Lena again doesn't say anything. She's eerily silent. And let's make a willpower roll for a certain little someone. How are we doing? Discord. Oh, I forgot how pathetically low your willpower is. Oh boy. Still silence from the Striders of the Ice Wolf. Abel will say again, calm, a lot more calmer than Maria. Maria's has got the very kind of stern tone to her voice. Abel's a lot more, as always, kind of a lot more relaxed. But the question still stands, and that goes for everybody, or is it just us fabulous few?
Everybody. It goes for everybody without question. But especially. She just kind of gestures to a lot of them.
And to those who, Skyrock will say very evenly, very calmly, a lot more even calmer than Abel. You can tell he's deliberately controlling how his voice sounds. And to those who risked everything and lost. Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. Skyrock will say to those who have risked everything, who have sacrificed what they have and who they were and their reputation in order to protect you from what you gave us. That were unknowingly by you used to no fault of your own. We're still used.
She looks to him. Yet my actions were still my own. And for that, I do apologize. And name, wait, and I will do what you want to make things right. Again.
Okay. Let us make. There's a silence as Lena just relaxes and keeps it calm. Scarper nods slowly, carefully. Leaf just looks around at everybody. And I assume that Charlotte, as her Philodox, will uphold Juno's oath that she's giving us. And be her guide as well as her teacher in making sure she adheres to this promise she's made here.
I do. There's a brief but very clear nod.
He just nods, Leaf nods. These two nod. The conglomerate of the Striders, Zori will nod. You know, she's the first one to nod. She's like, okay. Okay, I can dig it. Abel, he has a more cautious eye, definitely. But he nods slowly, as if, okay, I'll believe it for now. Melanie is nodding, but eyeing her packmate who has looked down at the ground and not said a single goddamn thing. Her knuckles are so tightly wrapped around onto her little bag that she just has not spoken a single word, has not looked up, has not addressed anybody. Silence from the little albino metas.
Notices that silence that falls. And if anyone has anything they think I should hear, I should know, or I should be told. Just kind of the nod of, you know, go right ahead.
That's not the roll I wanted to make.
Oh, Jesus.
Cassie, as Cassie ascends. Okay. Eventually, the little head will raise slowly. And she takes in a breath. And it's shaky. Maybe it's anger. Maybe it's the goddamn injury. Maybe it's both. But some little bit of aid. Melanie helps, and Zori stands up to give her a hand a bit. She can walk. It's just shaky. And with Cassie's affliction, as you both know, it's a ticking time bomb at the minute. Cassie doesn't say anything. She hasn't looked up at all. She rolls willpower one more time because this will depend on what she says. Oh dear. For the people you've got killed, my tribe, I hope the wait was worth it. I hope every bit you endure to fix yourself in the eyes of Gaia is worth their death. And I hope they watch your every step. And should you fail in any way, they will tear the skin from your body. And everyone kind of like does the that kind of like Metal Gear Solid like eye exclamation mark turned look.
Charlotte just kind of winces, like, ooh. Yep, that sounds about like what I was. Oh, God.
Do you know? Still stands there. And she looks at Cassie as she says this. Nods. I hope so too.
Cassie twitches. You can feel her like head tilting to the sides, almost as if she's fighting with something. Clearly, there's more than one conversation going on at the minute.
And again, Juno just stands there, patiently waiting.
You don't wish it. For then their deaths meant nothing to you if you did. They gave their life for you. To wish for death. She spits on the ground, is doing that to them.
Only if the promise was broken.
Because of my alpha, I will believe you. but I will not indulge this any longer. She'll turn and start walking very slowly. When people go to help her, she pushes Zori very gently aside as she's almost trying to walk on her own.
Charlotte continues her. I mean, she throws a concerned glance after Cassie, but returns pretty promptly to keeping contact through the link. Just wordless, consistent contact, and just looking among the others assembled.
Maria has the face of "you let the menace talk like that" type of look. You know what I mean? Just this kind of, just this stare. But Leaf is holding on to both her shoulders, like we are staying here, here. That is the best description I can give for the Fianna. Is the "you let the menace talk like that" face, and with Leaf going, you know.
Concrete hands, stay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much what Leaf is doing. Scarper's rubbing his chin like, whew. You know, the inner Galliard in him is like, whew. You know. Lena again, completely silent. Striders of Ice and Concrete are looking after their packmate. You see Abel rubbing the back of his head like, Zori just stands up very promptly and just seems to march off in military step after Cassie. Melanie goes to stand by her beta, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, just looks around as Cassie's and a few others are moving away. Is there anyone else?
Silence. Like Scarper will look over at Lena, and then doesn't say a goddamn thing.
Charlotte too is going to kind of continue gauging between them. And actually send the thought across. They asked if it applied to everyone.
It's just like the reply.
The Galliard. I suppose the Galliards will make it known. If not here and now, in their own time.
Applies to everyone.
I know. Just kind of goes to from watching those who were already there to kind of flicking glances at the surroundings because you never fucking know.
Nope. Eerily silent. It's almost as if the Furies are keeping people away.
It's crazy, right?
The three of them.
Ugh.
Appearing out of the Umbra at the same time.
Oh, God.
Like, hey, where you going, buddy?
You think you're going on a walk? Not today.
Want to go down to this lake? Well, you can wait. Do you know what I mean?
This is occupied.
It's
God.
how the Furies are like at the minute patrolling.
If there is still nothing that wants to be said here, still things that want to be or need to be said, I ask you all to come and still say those things. She nods. Until then, the promise has been made. Will be upkept by my beta. Thank you all for your time.
Skyriper just puts his hand on his shoulder, and she finally moves an inch. She cracks her neck very coldly. And just proceeds to walk off with her alpha. The Ravens, Leaf is like puts his arm around the Fianna, still looking after the mess. Like, I can't believe she, come on, leading her away. You just hear him go, "We'll tell Lily about it later. Come on." And the Striders like are kind of backing off. Kind of, they're more concerned, I think, with the fucking Cassie situation than anything else. They're kind of there, waited around, see if anything said. No, good, we're leaving. It's that type of thing.
Yep. It's just like, let them go. And she just still stands there, waiting until they're all gone. And are they all gone?
Yeah, I mean, they're walking off. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, she's waiting until they're all gone. Gone, Torna. Going, gone.
I mean, they're a good distance away anyway.
Gone, Torna. No,
Oh, for fuck, they're gone.
they're gone. Sweet. And she just kind of lets out just lets out a breath. It kind of doesn't collapse over, but just kind of rests her hands on her knees.
Yeah, the second she goes to let the breath out, the second she thinks about letting the breath out, the hand just pops on her shoulder, gives her a squeeze. They did good.
I hope so. I really hope so.
That first step's a doozy.
That's not the first step.
Which one was the first step?
I've pinpointed about kind of things. Probably burning the dress.
Okay, that fifth step's a doozy.
I'll take fifth.
And I know, I know you know, but remember, what happened to Gemma's on me.
It's not on you. was under my watch.
It was while I was the head. I was the lead. I made the calls.
We'll make it right, though. And they can finally rest properly.
Don't actually go so far as to reach up and ruffle her hair. Just live in a way Gemma would admire. About all you can really ask, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn it, Maria. She finally takes a glance again to the periphery just to see if that trio appears or not, but
Hang on, let me get him.
oh god.
Let me get the horde.
Ugh.
So there's these two appear first. Probably just at the right and close to where you guys are, but you get the impression they couldn't have been listening in. But they do appear, and then right in front of them is the fucking Juggernaut herself.
And she, seeing them appear, she straightens back up. Now rolling back, rolling the shoulders, cracking the back, just like, yeah, that's a lot of tension to build up over about 10 minutes.
Charlotte does the polite chin up and falls completely silent again.
Three of them advance.
Good thing that's not totally eerie. Jesus.
Weapons raised. No. Kidding.
Fuck.
It was then the Get realized the Fury conspiracy. No,
Then Charlotte ran away.
Hugs Juno. Suddenly she feels a piercing in her stomach. The Shadow Lord send her regards.
This is all part. It wasn't near at all as they take off the mask. It's a true catcher.
Oh god.
They couldn't tell by the fact her walk suddenly started being really weird.
It was only by then it was too late. The Shadow Lord. The Shadow Lord send their regards. But anyway. Fuck, that would have been actually hilarious. But no,
Takes her into the lake.
yes. God damn it, I'm just imagining that.
Like 300 style.
Yeah, that's completely ruined this entrance now anyway. So yeah, there is no Shadow Lord conspiracy yet.
There is, it's just not this.
Yeah, exactly. The Shadow of no interest in Juno crying over her feelings. As the Furies walk up, though, they all stop in formation. You are Timmy up front, and Neri at her right, Forgotten Earth at her left.
Tilts her head back, shows throat respectfully.
Bartimi will then say, "This was the first step.
First of many.
If you did mean it, that everyone receives it. She'll kind of look around as Neri's gonna be one to say because it's Neri. Then you better make sure that you have the gumption to actually do it. Grother would say, it is no good. Closing over the wound only to rip away the bandage again when it's not healed.
No. But making things right for those that I did hurt. I believe with proper guidance I can do it.
Points the machete at Charlotte. We will hold her then.
Link?
She said that you will be teaching her, holding her responsible, keeping her in check. We, my pack, will hold you to that.
Course, right.
Glasswalker. They all look at you at the exact same time. You do even get the impression that's like a fucking Gorgon's maw, even just staring right into your soul.
That's totally not horrifying. It's fine. I'm not gonna say she like makes a perfect fucking stance because that's mortifying. The three of them can be really fucking creepy when they want to be. But she seems resolved, just kind of like, ugh.
Hang on.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, damn it.
That's what you get, Katie, essentially. Starts off with this, then ends up with this.
Wouldn't have said it if I didn't mean it, Raya.
I'll take your word for it.
She bobs her head, as if in thanks. If anything, in appreciation.
She'll nod again. Artemi will start to turn, and Neri will say, yeah, it's Neri. Of course it's Neri. As much as a glasswalker can be taken at their word.
Does my word come into question, Raya?
Fucking Artemi gives a look over her shoulder at Neri like, why do you gotta do this to me? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I'm glad it wasn't Neri. I had a hot second of hot fear.
Neri bristles, but Artemi just stares at her and she steps a step back and looks over her shoulder. With Children of the Wild, take the Weaver's smile at any much of what it is. Little Glasswalker.
I don't expect you to take my word because of what I am. I would hope, however, that what I've done means something, right?
Again, she gives the look like, why you gotta put me in this position? You know, that type of stare. She'll look over it slowly.
I thought it was Artemi nix the Rayas. Isn't Neri my rank? God
Yep.
damn it. Yeah, nix the Rayas. Fuck.
Neri's like, Raya,
I thought that last one was Artemi.
Nope.
No, Artemi just gave her a look like, why? You know what I mean?
Why are you like this?
And then it intensifies. Like, why?
Turns over her shoulder. Like I said, little glass walker, I will hold you to your word, despite my packmate's opinion. I believe you have merit. If I didn't, I would not address you. Is that clear enough for you? Or would you like me to clarify further?
No, right. Thank you.
Just nods and pushes Neri like, no. You know what I mean? That way, you know? Forgotten Earth just kind of nods to herself. Eyeballs the fuck out of Charlotte. Steps into the Umbra. As Neri gets hassle shoved by Artemi all the way out of the lower leg.
Charlotte making that little lion face, like, ugh.
Julius kind of turns and looks over to Charlotte. Looks like you're stuck with me now.
No, I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
Oh no, you're definitely stuck in here with me.
No, we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. Smirks at Charlotte.
So are you ready for the extra fun part?
Which is?
Reaches out, plops a hand on your shoulder. Your family.
Of course.
Or at least your siblings. I don't know if walking in on Lena after all that's a good idea if she's home. Ooh.
I said everyone. Everyone that I had faulted against previously. That was the promise.
Well, I guess kind of glances around again one more time suspiciously, half expecting people to fucking appear out of nowhere. Same process. Walk and text.
Red Eye jumps out with the camera. No, you're good.
God damn it, Red Eye. Give me that fucking camera.
Says send news before he vanishes again. No, you're nobody's here.
You have enough in you for them their siblings and potentially mother?
Hang on. I'm getting them. When
Yeah.
you mentioned family, I'm like, God, Jesus, now I have to find all the fucking Trimbinsons.
All part of my plan. Yeah, she gonna, as they
Whoa.
start walking, fire off the text to Felix, be like, all right, babe, it's time.
Felix.
Wrong, Felix.
That's. I imagine how
very
that actually
strongly
text-
about that.
I
imagine
do.
How that, I imagine
And-
how that text is actually going though. But Felix.
And he knows. He knows why I
I
feel
know.
strongly about that.
I just like winding up Tom. That's all because I gotta go Felix.
You just like the way I say that, that's all.
It's pretty funny.
Felix. Heather comes out of nowhere.
Oh boy.
Oh god, not Lena. Oh Jesus. Was not part of the plan.
You said everyone. I am bringing everyone.
Oh
Jesus.
god.
You fucking said everyone.
Well, here we
Yep.
go.
You said everyone. You fucking said it. No. Now, well, what our fucking Trimbinsons are here. Ugh.
We love you.
Fuck it. No. Actually, let me roll something.
Oh God.
Oh God.
I'm scared and alone.
You fucking should be.
Fuck.
Yeah, you should be really fucking scared.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
At least I know that's not a
Okay.
scare brawl.
Okay. Where is
Yeah.
he?
He?
And her.
What?
Said everyone.
Oh, I don't.
Oh God.
I'm scared.
This is who I think it is. Oh dear.
So,
Once you know you've upset my cat, she's screaming.
you send off texts. You staying in the same place or you moving?
She will tell him where they are, but offer to come to them if there's a better place. She doesn't know
You
where they
get-
like to handle family business.
You get a message. You need to come. You need to tell Juna to come to Lena's house.
Yep, we're en route. And
We've got visitors.
visitors?
Mm-hmm.
She's just like visitors?
Yep. You want to come too, since you're technically. Just get over here.
Yep. She's kind of glance over to Juno, and we're walking!
Just kind of like, yep. It's kind of like the dread of, okay, that was bad. Family's a lot worse.
I don't know who would be visiting, by the way, but somebody's visiting.
There's visitors.
Uh-huh.
Takes in a breath.
Hang on, let me set up these pictures. You guys keep chatting.
Visitors?
Yeah. That he I asked too, and he said I should come too. I don't know. Is there some super double secret family, or hopefully very nearby, very placid family? It'd be really great if anyone in your family was placid.
If it helps, I'm probably the most placid.
That does not help. And that means there is at least, well, it's a plural, so there are at least 2 more people there, but I don't know who are as intense as the rest of your family. Ooh.
Like you said, the first step was a doozy.
Yeah, second step's a small mountain. Hope you got your climbing boots on.
So do I.
Don't worry, I am your unshakable moral support. Grin? Don't worry, Dr. Ditz is here.
So as you arrive at Lena's house, you will see Felix and Freya standing outside. They're chatting. Lily is somewhere by the lake. She's sitting out. You see this man and this woman
I knew
chatting
it.
to each other.
Fucking knew it.
Oh,
And more
hey.
importantly, you see sitting at the bench where Lena normally sits, talking to Lena, is this woman.
Oh God. I knew that as well.
For Charlotte, she is tall, as you know the way Lena's kind of athletically built. She's bigger. She's covered in tattoos. Her hair is braided up in a very tight bun that kind of very much looks like the woman you've seen in the pictures. Looks like Lily. But her eyes, though, fuck me, you don't want to look into her eyes. They look blazed with this madness,
Awesome.
wildness. The woman kind of stands up again. She's wearing very rich clothes. Moves with very gentle elegance about her. She walks right up, moves past Juno and everything as if it's Juno. I've seen you before type walk.
Yep,
But
yep.
you
Not standing in the way.
feel you can even hear like Juno can hear Felix going, "Oh Jesus!"
Wait.
She walks right up into your face, like right up there.
I mean, I have no idea who she is, what her rank is. I don't even know if she's fucking Guru. I've literally never met this. No, wait, I saw the photo album.
Screaming through the pack like, you might want to do the thing where you get on the ground.
Yep. When she realizes this is not coming for Juno, this is coming for her, and it's coming like a fucking whirlwind, there's like a flat halt mid-step. And yeah, she promptly gets the fuck on the ground. Just kind of like folds it down. Goes all the way.
You see, when you go all the way, you see the fine, rich robes, nice shoes.
Oh, hey, nice shoes. No.
Is that Prada?
Follow Snow Queen. Fuck me. Everything's fucking to the hilt. You'll hear the woman's voice. She said it has much more. I wouldn't say colder. It's just richer voice than Lena does. Juno. This is the one that Felix shows, yes?
Yes, Raya. This is my good friend.
Touches Juno's face softly, gently. You're among family, niece.
She nods, but still. Apologies. This is Charlotte.
She may do her own introductions. It would be wouldn't be proper otherwise.
Can't look at Charlotte of like, screaming through the pack like, you might want to introduce now, don't fucking get up.
Charlotte's just like, I know, I was waiting till I was acknowledged.
Well, now you're acknowledged.
Yep. So as soon as there is that right pause, and Juno's done yelling in her mental ear, Charlotte Sullivan, deed named Data Jockey, Hamid born Philodox, Glasswalker, and fostered to the nation.
A glasswalker. My. Felix has chosen a glasswalker. My. Let me look at you. Picks you up.
Just woof.
She is her strength. Whoa. Oh. Oh. You know what I mean? Oh.
She is hoisted. She will very carefully avoid the eyes.
Kind of
She
catch him
won't
out.
like drop her
corner.
face, but
You catch him out of the corner of the prison. Fuck me, they're intense. They're more intense than Juno. They're more intense than Lena. It's not that they're stern. They're fucking batshit. It's
Yeah.
like looking in the presence of a dragon.
you know, she normally goes for that polite aim for the forehead, aim for the chin. Maybe she should just avert her gaze entirely if she wants to keep her sanity. Fuck everything.
Pretty. If you like the buxom sort.
Oh, she is not interrupting. She is not saying shit. She has still no idea what rank this woman is. She's just gonna, you know what? She's just gonna take it like a chump.
Sneals, let you down and dust you down off, because of course neatness and you know what I mean?
Oh boy. Yep.
Maria Trimbenson, known to the nation as the Blood Siren. Get the Fenris, Athro, Galliard, and Alpha of the Wolves Maw. I am here visiting family, and introducing the new member of our family.
It's an honor to meet you, Raya.
Lifts the hand delicately, touching your face, skin, again, ice cold.
Ugh, that's fine. It's totally fine. Ugh.
The tattoo on her neck, it's a wolf that's literally opening its maw. So when she lifts her chin, it looks like you're about to be eaten by the tattoo on her neck, essentially.
That's not psychological warfare. That's fine.
And she reaches over and touches Felix. My nephew. All the women in the world. I'm glad to have met you then. She leans forward. Data jockey?
Yes, Raya.
Nods. She'll look back behind her as, well, this guy just waves. You know what I mean? Like, hi.
Yeah, I know that guy. There's like, wave.
Puts his arm around the blonde woman. She kind of looks up at him. He just gives her like, hi.
Does he look towards Juno?
He does, gives you the same like, hello.
Gets the like currently where she's standing, she can't exactly wave properly, but she gets to kind of like down beside her hip, like wave as there's a half smile because she likes Doomclaw. But still it's like yay.
He seems so proud and so chipper. And Maria will say, Doomclaw recently completed his fostering challenge.
She nods. Oh,
Puffs
congratulations.
his chest out like, yes, of course I did. You know what I mean?
Oh god.
Congratulations, Doomclaw.
Thank you, Unrai.
Smirks.
You can almost hear the ha ha.
Charlotte's loosening up whether she wants to or not because that man's hilarious.
Proudly squeezes the woman beside him, who just shakes her head, looking up at him. Now, I trust you would not mind joining us, Charlotte, for a meal with the family, seeing as my nephew has taken such a looks at Felix, keen interest.
There's, she turns to look at Felix. Charlotte dares to like flick the glance just long enough to give the very, very keen, very abrupt impression of what have you done to me? Like, what have you dragged me into?
Felix is just like looking at you like, nod your fucking head.
I would be flattered, Raya.
Don't you reach over and kiss on the side of the cheeks? Oh, again, so polite. Then I welcome you, mate of my nephew. May you be basking in the greatness of our family's hospitality.
You just get if Charlotte looks over, it's just the smile from Juno, like, welcome to the family.
And she'll turn and look at Juno finally. Gives you like the assessment of
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Looks at her, she turns around, stand like, ooh. Just as she's doing the scanning.
It has been trained on you, yes. I'll even do the zoom in of the look she gives you and everything. Just
Like-
Congratulations on your challenge. I heard that my packmate tested you well.
Thank you. It was, it opened my eyes.
It's a nod. And I trust my sister has been ever watchful. She looks over at Lena. Lena looks over at her. Like they both eye fuck each other. Even though, yes, one is higher ranked than the other, they still fucking fuck each other.
Just like, oh, she's on Lena now, and Lena's on her. Oh, God. This is like when the T1000 and the T800 met. Oh, Jesus. I hate Terminator 3. It's kind of like, this is a nod. She has.
Everyone's so tense. Looks over directly into Charlotte's eyes to your soul.
Man, look at that anything that's not her eyes right now.
Well, we shall sit. I understand you have something to discuss with the family. Don't mind me, I am just enjoying the company before we have to journey back. I did not want to leave my cairn unguarded, but I trust my men and women to take care of it. And of course, I would not deny my niece the chance to visit her family and our new son. Dooncop puffs out his chest like, yes, that's right. You know what I mean? That type of stare, like, ah, you're now stuck with me. You know, that type of look.
God damn it. Impaul's the only thing saving this entire fucking group. And again, he does the chest puff, and Charlotte's like, okay, maybe everything's not terrible for half a minute.
Doonclaw is the hero you all need.
He really is. Oh, God.
He will sit down proudly, just table and he ricochets in half.
You're weeding outside?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
You get the impression he, like, even Charlie, you're sitting beside Doomclaw, you're just put there.
Ugh.
He's
Please tell me Felix is on the other side.
Yeah, he is. You sit with your mates.
She might cut off circulation to his hand, but it'll be fine.
If you want to actually check Wolf's Maw as well, I don't know, can Katie see? Yeah, she can. Check out Doonclaw's name.
Oh, God. What is it? Let's see. Wolf's Maw. Oh, that's right! Because he introduced himself to me. Fucking Ulf. Oh, Lord. Yeah, you know what? She's in the best spot at this table. She is okay.
You
And
lead
now,
Well, okay, Juno, you get... Chris is not here.
no. No, he's not.
No?
Okay. Well, I don't think he is. Is he?
No.
No.
Nope.
All right, then. I don't blame him. But still. Now, with the best seat covered, the worst seat, where's Juno sat? And who am I sat next to?
Right in between Maria and Lena.
Oh,
Your
my
mother's beside you. Your mother's beside you. You're right in between the sisters.
And who am I facing?
You're kind of like, you turn left, there's Lena's cold piercing stare. You turn right, there's Maria's.
And who's directly in front of me?
Doomclaw.
Doomclaw. It's Dana.
Dana's on his right, so you're looking right into Doomclaw's eyes. Then you see Charlotte. Then you see Dana. Then you see Felix, and Freya's sitting right at the end. Although Freya did receive a lot, you saw actually when you were arriving, Freya received a lot of attention from Maria. She was hugging her and so happy to see Maria.
Oh, thank God.
Freya out and about. You know what I mean? Maria seems so happy. Lily is again sitting at the corner of the table. Although you do see subtle glances between mother and daughter as they both kind of wave at each other, idly through fingers and stuff.
This is just Juno sat looking like she doesn't look at Charlotte, but Charlotte can feel through the link of, yep, you got the best seat. As the silent conversation begins to ensue. I forgot about that.
There is so much staring between Lena and Maria. It's not even funny.
Yes, and guess who sat right in between them?
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I'll do Juno. I will get to Juno in a sec. I just want to do this exchange.
I just had to ask where she was at.
You're right. Oh no, I get to you once. Don't you worry. But Doomclaw will lean down. Hello, little Glasswalker. It appears we meet again.
It appears we do.
Under better circumstances. And one where we're not dishonoring each other.
I don't know if awkward face can get more awkward. Like, there's just like, oh, you're just gonna softball that right in here at the dinner table. That's great, face.
You'll leave it. I told my wife about it just to make sure. We must be faithful in our marriages.
Uh-huh.
She was not mad. Looks over at Dana. And she chuckles and just shakes her head. Just like, nope.
That's good. Lacking wife acro is always good for Charlotte. She just nods like, yep, that's pretty solid. Yep, better circumstances.
And now you're going to be married in like me, so we shall be the married friends.
Felix feels the circulation slowly cut off from his hand. Like, what did you do?
Felix gives the look to Doomclaw like, you're fucking me right now. You know what I mean? I shall look forward to being at your wedding day.
You know what? I think I'll be looking forward to having you there.
Yes.
Oh my God, Felix is so fucked later.
Nah, he makes you share a drink with him. You share a drink with him.
With who? What?
With the Doomclaw.
With the Doomclaw. You know what? Fuck it. She's gonna need a drink.
Yeah, you share a drink now. Let's get a right picture up for Junebug.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, this is great.
It starts off, Juno, with Lena. Have you done something with your hair? It's so natural. And blonde. There's a silence. You're looking as pristine as ever, Maria. Nice shoes. Recently bought or finally taken out for some class. Stare. Juno's in the middle.
So, Dana, what have you decided to name the twins? Just like, please.
Dana's like looking up mid like eating.
She knows the smile of, oh dear God, fucking help me, please.
Touches her belly. We have decided to name him one of them after his father, if he is a boy, and one will be named. Looks over at the Doomclaw, and he will say, "We will name him Arn, if he's another boy."
I need a minute for that.
I get you.
Fucking beautiful. She just, smiles. Oh, they're wonderful names.
Well, yes, we are going to name them after our ancestors, so.
Smiles. Yes, Katie, I know. I do. Smiles again as, the eye fucking between, like, meeting in the middle of Juno's head, currently being blocked by her. I can't. Oh, you fucking got me with that one. I'll give you that. Jesus. But again, have Lena and Maria gone silent at least?
Yes, but the stairs, Tom. You've not seen anything but those
No,
stairs.
she hasn't seen anything. She's not looking. She's trying so hard not to look. Yeah. And she'll continue smiling at Ulf and Dana. Well, when they're born, I'm sure we'll have to come up and pay a visit.
Puts his arm around Dana. Yes. They will. It's very good to meet their aunt. After all, they are the next generation. The cycle must begin.
Just kind of points at him with his foot and nods like, yes.
And where's
Agreed.
your mate, Juno?
Kind of like,
That's when he says that, God help you, Doonclaw is trying his best. But these two just onto you. This is the look Samantha has.
just all eyes are on her at the minute, and she's like,
Maria will gently say, actually, no, she won't say it gently. It's no. Interesting. The Glasswalker came before the Gate of Fenris. Is he running away from you, Juno? Then is like, takes a bite of her meal, like, you know what, niece? You're on your own.
no.
I see, but he does not come when he knows the family has been arriving. Is he dishonoring you?
God damn it, Katie. I nearly said that as well. I was thinking about she stops. I doubt it. Although, yeah. Kind of sits there, like, yeah.
Maria will nod. She'll look over at Doomclaw. He'll stand up and kiss Dana on the cheek. I will go get him. He should not disrespect you like this. You are my sister-in-law, and I will not allow it. Puffs his chest out, but I shall be gentle. I will merely shout at him.
It's all right. It's it's a little bit more complicated as we're not, fully involved with each other yet. He's just someone that I've been seeing. It's just kind of like, oh my god. It's got like, please don't kill him.
Oh. Like Lena then. Keeping it barren. Quaint. Then it takes a rage.
Charlotte actually snaps up a glance at that.
There's like a on the table, then it looks up at Maria, and Maria's like, yeah, I fucking said it.
We're just starting out. Nothing totally official yet.
Good. I wouldn't want him to hurt you.
We're just taking things slow. At the minute, he's a very close friend.
Not important to bring to the family table.
It's kind of like the nod of, yes, you understand, the fuck.
I see. Doonclaw sits back down disappointed. He was looking forward to shouting at people.
But I'm sure that if things do get more serious between me and him, he will definitely be appearing.
Oh, I will know.
The smiles. Just like, yes. See? Smile.
Just nod. Let's just say, are you enjoying yourself, Charlotte?
Absolutely right.
To be fair, the food is pretty nice. The meat is good.
Yeah, she just absolutely right. We'll compliment, etc. Just man, I really liked the part of this conversation where I wasn't involved.
Lena does tell me you were have been a good friend to the family.
Certainly tried.
I thank you for that. Unfortunately, I had to secure more interests up north, which means Lena here has been the matriarch of the family in terms of the guru. But I like to pop in every now and again and make sure that the family ties are still strong.
For what it's worth, I think she's done a fine job. Right.
Looks over at Lena, Lena gives it, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Good. I'm glad to see that our family and my brother's legacy is still managing. I'm glad to see everyone here. She gives a very, very genuine, like it's written all over her face, smile at Freya.
Yeah, even Charlotte will flick a glance over to Freya at that, because, man, she's come a long way.
There's a little bashful, like, I'm eating, don't look at me. Do you know what I mean? And of course, my Lily is my Lily. Does a little wave, and Lily does a little wave back. You get they speak in their own weird communication to each other.
Completely different from the standard Trimbusan
Mm-hmm.
language of stairs.
They seem genuinely like happy to see each other, but they just don't convey it. You know what I mean? It's that type of thing.
It is completely fucking unspoken and unhinted. Just a little wave. Oh god.
Well, just lean back and take a sip. Or don't let my presence interfere with what you had planned. Think of me as the observer.
Do you know? Again. She will. Oh my god. Taking a breath. You know what? Fuck it. She will stand up. I think it's fitting that you came, Maria, as all the family would need to hear this. Earlier today, not so long ago, I stood out in front of those that I had upset, slighted, and done unacceptable things to. And I made a promise to make that right. And that promise was to everyone that comes underneath that hood, including those in the family, especially so. Part of me leaving behind the past and making a step forward.
Just leans back and takes a sip of the mead, watching.
Again, if I need beads on, I will spend more willpower because, you know what? Show no fear.
Maria just stands up, actually, and walks over as you're trying to show no fear, and she lifts your chin and looks makes you lock eyes with Maria's intense fucking eyes.
She is locked eyes with, it's like, oh god.
Why are you trying to hide it?
She just nods, relaxes. There are things that I have done that I will not stand for anymore. Things that at the time I was blind to and are unacceptable, especially to family. And now that I'm making it I've made a promise to make things right. And I intend to do so the best of my ability.
Sidekick is down.
No! Bastard! It's dead! Killed it!
Yep, sidekick's down, kid. It looks it.
You can do it in the roll 20.
So a little thingy thing.
Just go in the chat, dude, and type in as you normally would on the chat. Oh, sidekick's alive again. Oh my
I like
God,
my
what-
roll in there
You know
better.
what? I would keep that roll because that's a nice roll.
I'm
Holy
not
shit!
re-rolling that.
Wow, it's a good roll.
Holy fucking monkey balls!
So, Maria's got that much subterfuge and then
Both.
that much pure breed.
But
I rolled D12s. I don't know why I did that.
some ones in there though. What's that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. So she's not rolling subterfuge. She's actually rolling appearance expression. So with that level of success, Maria is even more fanatical than she's even more fanatical than most of the get you've met on Sept. What she's conveying for Charlotte is she is wondering what Juno means. And of course, that since she's talking about strength and honor and redemption, and of course, Maria exudes that in spades. This is a woman who believes in every single fucking aspect of Fenrir. It's the eyes. And where Juno is going, perhaps maybe you think she might go to the wrong territory, maybe she might not, but I'm going to put it like this. You've seen the scars on Melser's body. This is one of the people who probably did it. It's the eyes. And the family kind of look at you and nod because what you're saying so far has been pretty legit. You know what I mean? Stepping up and handling your snakes is a very, you know what I mean, honorable thing to do. You know, like your mother looks happy. You know, it's that type of thing. Felix is a bit more wary. Frey is nodding, and Len is cold as ice. The Doomclaw looks fucking delighted. He's like, yes! Yes! And Dana just nods, you know. People seem pleased that you're, stepping up to the plate. You know what I mean? Letting you continue to speak on.
She again sees it all, and then the eyes. I have made mistakes, and I admit that, and I take responsibility for those mistakes. And as before, with guidance of Charlotte, a well-trusted friend, my beta, Philodox, I will do what it takes to make things right. It's kind of like, ugh.
There's an exchange between Lena and Maria. When you know, under the guide, you know what I mean? There is an exchange. Both of you can see it.
Oh, yeah. She is still very carefully not meeting anyone's eyes, but watching posture, watching expressions. She's watching for the tiniest little telltale ticks. Like, all she can do is funnel fucking advice at the moment.
To make sure that I do not deviate from the promise that I have made and bring more dishonor.
Felix says, lean back at this point, with Charlotte, but keeps an eye on Freya. Doonclaw is oblivious to the family chemistry, so he's like, ha, yes, I'm just going to keep eating, Dana again, they're kind of keeping out of this. Your mother's watching you very cautiously, but these two, the guru.
Hey, Torna.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Are they communicating, or is that a stare down?
That's a stare down. I'll put it like this: Maria is being polite. She's deliberately not trying to break hospitality. But the way Lena and her are looking at each other, after this dinner, something they're going to throw down. But it's all politeness, all controlled, As Juno keeps talking, it gets more intense.
Yeah, and she leaves it there. It's kind of like, yep, that's... If I say anything else, I'll be digging holes.
Oh, God, Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, that's just her internally thinking, if I say anything else, holes will be digged. Dog.
Is there any other Philodox at this table, Torna?
Nope. We got a Ragabash, a Galliard, and a Rune!
Awesome.
Yeah, she just stands there. Now, as Maria is still holding her. Kind of like, yep, I'm not moving until you've let go and are hopefully happy with...
Which one initiated?
Lena.
Oh, shit.
But Maria kind of gave her the look like, if you're going to fucking do it already, bitch. You know what I mean? It was that type of look. It was the Fenrir type of look, like you fucking stepping up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was provoked, but it was still initiated by Lena. Okay.
Unless Shara's plans to intercede.
She's trying to hold it and believing Juno for the moment. Because standing up and going, so am I needed? It seems kind of like not the most polite thing to do and the best way to get both those glares on me.
Don't do it, Charlotte! Wait, that's what you get is whatever you're thinking. Don't do it.
So Maria does not take her eyes off Lena for a fucking second, though. Puts her hand on Juno's back collar. I am proud of you, niece. So good to seek advice from other sources. So good to reach out and learn. You must always seek knowledge, even when those that are most obvious sometimes are not the most sought.
All right, even Charlotte's gonna have to take rage for that. She feels for Lena too much.
Then there's like, yeah, it's just staring. But I'm proud that you are stepping up and earning your mistakes as well as earning your deeds.
Thank you. It's kind of. Please sit down now.
Oh, the two ladies sit down. Don't take his eyes off each other, though.
And as Juno's face is no longer being grabbed, and Maria sits down.
Imagine the sit down where you're trying not to look away from the person, so you just both slowly like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In sync, just slowly, just like.
Samantha
Oh,
looks over at Felix and Freya. Why don't you two help me? Dana, you two, why don't you help your mother? We have other meal to bring in, and, immediately
From
it's almost like I have been around these fucking people a lot longer than both of y'all bitches.
Charlotte pitches her the briefest, most thankful expression that has ever existed.
Meanwhile, Doonclaw's completely eaten, oblivious to the whole fucking thing.
God.
Like, looks up, looks around, like, left, looks right, looks at his food, looks left, looks right, and just keeps eating, like, you know what? They're all not looking at me. But yeah, as Samantha leads the kin into the fucking house, closes the door and everything.
locks it, pulls out the shotgun. No, yes, maybe.
No, she just locks it and makes sure that the dishes are all. Let's pretend like we're actually doing something. But Felix, put your sister in the back room.
Also, let's make sure we save the dishes.
I'll actually give you the fucking soundtrack to this. There you go.
Is it what I think it is? Oh, it's not what I thought it was, but that's. Oh, Jesus.
And are you guys saying anything? That stare, they have not locked the fuck eyes off each other.
Charlotte's just kind of going, okay, now can I do the thing?
Other people have gone. Juno will slowly just sit down.
Just through the link, it's like, should I do the thing?
Just the idea of, you know what? I don't know what's worse right now. If you do the thing or if you don't. So I'll leave that to your best judgment, Charlotte, as a Philodox.
Probably if I don't, because if they do it without proper grounds, someone's going to get pissed. Better to have it hashed. And so she would just, she gave up the dish when all the kinfolk got up. Because one less dish to get smashed. And so she will, there's so much tension and so much silence as the two glare holes into each other. And, oh, bless her, she finally just kind of goes, are my services needed, Brias?
You know what I mean?
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
As literally it feels like the Terminator music hits as the both of them turn eerily similar kind of titanium eyes cracking stares onto you.
You know what? It's really bad, but it might actually be better than the two of them going critical mass at each other. I'm not sure at this point. Charlotte, however, lives a life of regret. She is not meeting either of those glares.
Who's gonna speak first? Lena. If you feel you're needed.
Hands just slowly come up in a gesture of surrender.
Yes, sister. Use her. After all, such a good Philodox. So helpful to my niece. That's when then the stare goes back to fucking Maria like, bitch! You know what I mean? As the two stand up properly.
Junos in the middle. It's like, wow, this stew.
Carl looks over at you like, I know, right? You know what I mean?
And she actually doesn't stand but sits up and looks at the two of them. If I may, Aunt Maria, Aunt Lena.
They don't answer you. They're too busy fucking fucking the shit out of each other.
The pause is more Tom thinking on the fly. All right. Surely doing this at the time of family dinner is not suited and not needed. It's only proper etiquette that my packmate asks. And as such that I obviously value her as my beta, as trust in my friend, and for what she, as well as I, stand for. There should be no slight of such things.
Is there a slight, Lena? Oh, Lena. Whew. Let's see how her rage is doing.
Yeah, so did I, Charlotte. What? If she's boiling hot, she's boiling.
Then
Is
it
it?
gives the tightest, bitchiest smile. No, never, Maria. Never feel insulted from you. We are sisters. Ajax would not want us fighting. They keep eyes to each other, but it's nowhere near to the same like Terminator levels of intensity.
Now, can we please continue with dinner as a family?
Caitlin, how are you doing? You have been putting up with a lot lately. Maria, how are you doing, you crazy bitch? Of course. Thank you for your advice, niece. Both of them say more or less at the same time.
Did they sit down?
No. The stairs have relaxed, but it's kind of almost judging which one sits down first, essentially. I'm sure your mother will be out soon.
I'm sure she will, especially with all of the help. She should be here any minute.
Let's see one more time. Who does it? All right, Lena, this is it. Rhea looks like she's about to fucking go because you can feel it. Both of you can feel it. That table is beginning to shake. Then it turns and starts walking away.
Where's she walking?
Off on her own. Should just say, enjoy your meal, Maria. Oh, just, disengage and walk. Maria sits back down carefully, so very delicately. Dooncall keeps eating.
Not gonna lie, Charlotte's looking off after Lena, seriously considering moving. Hasn't budged yet. You can see the calculations floating in the air around her head.
And Samantha comes back out like, hey, she opens the door first. She's a little head stick out, like, oh god, they're okay. All right, everyone, do you know what I mean? Like, she looks behind her and like,
Juno looks immediately like the oh god, I think I diffused it. Mommy.
and yeah, then look, you actually see Samantha like, all right, go, 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 and all the fucking kinfolk emerge, strategic. As if it was planned, and suddenly cheesecake is in front of everybody. See that cheesecake? Cheesecake.
What kind of cheesecake?
Strawberry.
Takes rage.
You get backhanded by your mother. You fucking eat that cheesecake! Bitch! Beating the shit out of you. No.
No. Takes rage. You just hear the pump of you can eat that cheesecake, Juno.
Take rage. Maria Maria Samantha leans in. Juno, I have always told you to eat your cheesecake. Puts a shotgun right by her chest.
Oh god.
Onto the table.
Especially when it is strawberry.
What the actual fuck is happening?
No, they just play. They distract with food. You can't be mad if you have food. Look at Doonclaw. He's not mad.
He's
Charlotte
quite enjoying
will.
himself.
As Samantha's sticking her head out the door, Charlotte will very carefully under the table pull out her so silenced phone And tap out a quick message to Felix, letting him know that Lena's left and asking if or what they should do.
Felix sends back, if you're going to leave for the love of all that is holy in capital letters, excuse yourself! You know what I mean? Slowly. Yo, elf. Sir, elf.
God damn it.
Autocorrect.
Fucking autocorrect. She will fire back a last one that's just, are you going to stay?
He replies, I have to stay.
Sends back an angry face. Clicks off her phone.
He puts in capital letters, have to stay.
Yeah, she'll wait for him to come back out. Be flicking a glance after Lena. You know what? She got a glance over at Lily. How was Lily during this entire exchange? Because I feel like that's the best part.
Didn't even raise her head once. Kept eating. Checked on her mom. Kept eating. Completely oblivious. You notice she has something in her lap. It's almost as if she's like, you two have your they do a squabble and I'm after this. You know what I mean? Lena is doing what she does. Not Lena. Lily's doing what she does on her best, which is remain on the peripheries. Waiting.
And Juno will, finish the cheesecake. Oh, that was so good. I actually managed to keep it down because that was just amazing. Mum's cooking is the best. God, I fucking hate strawberries.
What?
Torna, just because I think Juno would know this, but Tom's not entirely sure. At this table, who would it be? Just considering Maria is a visitor, and it is Samantha who's technically the host. Is it Samantha I ask for to be excused?
Since Lena's left, it's Samantha.
All right, and she turns to Mom. May I be excused? Only for a short while.
By all means.
Thank you, Mom. And she'll stand up.
Mother.
Mother!
Stare gives you the mom stare.
So stands up. And yep. Smiles to Dana yeah, it's been great seeing you again. I hope that we can actually have a talk because my fucking god, this was something.
Dana just leans back against her husband I am safe in his oblivious arms.
Oblivious.
So oblivious.
So oblivious. Yet so
Duke
strong.
Looks up, eating. These are some lovely strawberries, Samantha. Samantha just has a look of, yes.
Yes. Looks at you and see, somebody likes strawberries.
She actually walks over to sit beside, the Doomclaw. Because he has just pulled the blinder of the century and got
Charlotte
a smile.
Will scoot the fuck over. Show will make room.
He got a smile.
Juno will stand and she will make her way off. Attempting to follow Lena.
Lena's just walking.
Yeah, she'll run, try and catch up to her.
she keeps walking. Either she's noticed you, or she just when somebody's that angry, they're like, eh. It's that type of thing. You have no idea whether she's heard you coming or not.
Oh no, she'll kind of just run up. She will actually make the effort of running up towards her, like to walk beside her.
Again, there's no stopping. She just keeps walking.
Carries on matching her pace. Apologize if I caused any of that.
Don't worry about it.
Trying to defuse the situation.
Yes, of course you were.
Just wanted to make sure that you're all right.
I'm fine.
I feel like I want to roll that.
I mean, is there any need with that answer? You know what I mean? Go pull it
Yeah.
like that.
But I'm like, all right then. If you're giving it me, I'll take. I'll fucking grab
I mean,
that.
come on, come on. You
I
know what I
know,
mean?
but I need to make sure. Are you?
Yes. Maria does always like to jab her way in whenever she returns to remind me of where I stand if she had not left.
She does.
And yet everyone always plays along. It is always the same way, and it will be the same way till one of us is dead. Then I shall be the noble Lena Trimbenson, much like my brother, and how noble he was. She keeps walking.
I wouldn't say that.
And what would you say then, Juno?
Would it actually matter what I say?
I don't know, Juno. Would it?
What I would say. Even when Maria comes in, like she does, and I would have got to that point. And you are Lena Trimbenson, den mother of this sept, renowned den mother of this sept. My aunt who has raised me. Many others. I was only doing that table. What you taught me to do best.
And that you go along about burying the past and everything along it, Juno.
No. Not burying the past. Putting what needs to be put to rest. There is a difference. There's a difference between abandoning the past, burying the past, and letting things finally rest how they should do. And turn to look towards the future instead of focusing on what's already happened.
Yes. If that's what you wish, then who am I to stop you?
It's not what I wish, Lena. It's different for every person. This is what I believe that I need to take a step forward properly.
She'll turn and look over her shoulder. Are you trying to convince me or yourself? Because I've told you that your whole life and you've never listened to me once.
I'm trying to tell you I finally listened. Finally listened rather than... I finally listened with a clear mind. No other bullshit flying around. And no falling on deaf ears. I finally understand everything you've been trying to tell me all these years. And I know that with this promise that I've made, making things right, I may never do. But it is what I'm determined to do. Because you deserve it.
Then why'd you tell him to go kill himself? Stops, and turns with a bit more force than she normally does. Why did you tell him to go and finish it when we both know what he's going to do? Who are you, Push, to tell him that?
Torna, can I make a roll? Because Tom's not exactly sure.
I'll even tell you. When
Go on.
Skyripper mentioned that it was going to be finished yesterday,
No, Push. I didn't tell him that.
I heard you.
And you heard what I said.
Yes.
And I believe in him.
And the belief you gave him last time. You could have gotten him killed. My alpha, not yours, Juno. Mine.
She nods, and I take responsibility for that. Actions, then, weren't entirely my own.
And I covered for you. I even covered for him when he ran Cassie through. I covered for all of you. Because I believe in him. Because he's the one thing I've had since Ajax's death. The one alpha I followed. And then you tell him that you believe in him and that you can believe that he'll finish it, which means, you know what that means?
I know what it means.
Do you really?
He's planning something.
You don't even know.
I don't.
He'll go and duel. And even if he dies, he'll still be dying honorably. So he wins no matter what happens. If he wins, he's avenged what he's wanted to avenge his whole life. And if he dies, he avenges either way.
I believe. I still believe. If that is what he's doing, then I still believe that he will win.
She tenses. And snarls.
She cows a bit.
You don't get to say that. And you don't understand then.
No, I don't. But there is one thing that I understand. I understand. She shakily picks herself back up a bit. Not like puffing out or anything like that, just picks herself up. I understand that I need what I need are the people around me. Just like everybody else. We're all, in the grand scheme of this, one goal. One underlying goal. Without true belief, those people that stand beside us, and what do we have? I believe in him. Like I believe in you. Like I believe in most of the people I hold close. I still hold close. even if they don't hold me. Out of respect.
One goal. One goal.
That all of us have.
Very well then. When he dies, you can come and we'll talk about that goal then. Niece. When he dies for that goal. When he dies right in my arms. Because of his obsession. Then tell me about the goal.
I'm not saying I understand him. That would be stupid. I'm not saying I know him as well as you do. I'm not saying any of that. But is it so wrong?
Do you even know what he's doing?
No.
Then he will duel his brother in a clave duel. On the sept of the crescent moon when he feels that it is time. To avenge the thing that was taken from him. To regain it. Win or lose. And if he dies, he regains it. And if he wins, he regains it.
His honor.
His wife's honor. So the speech of your blind faith, as beautiful as it may seem, is only driving him to think that his death will solve everything. It's making him accept it. So don't talk to me about our goal, Juno.
I just want to help.
Then leave him be. And stop trying to turn him into something that you can look up to, something for blind faith.
He's not the man Marcel was supposed to be. And making him out to be that way in your head is not fair on him, not fair on you. You only hurt each other. I'm tired of seeing you both in pain.
That's what will make things right.
Until you can do that, leave him be.
I will.
We'll see.
I will.
We'll see. Has he called you Tatiana yet?
He has.
She steps right into Juno's face, not aggressively, but just seriously.
How long did you see him after that?
It was before everything happened.
She closes her eyes.
I'm sorry.
Stick by your word, and then I'll forgive you.
It's a promise I intend to keep.
Stick by your word, and I'll forgive you. To see him, don't make him believe. Make him realize that there is more to life than just his honor. Make him realize that the people he leaves behind, people he made believe, are just as lost without them as they were when you found them. Then you're forgiven.
She nods.
Make me believe in you again, Juno. Then you're forgiven.
And she just nods.
Then it kind of rubs her blonde hair out of her face. And starts to walk off slowly. Unless you do anything to stop her.
No.
She stops.
You're gonna come back and join the family.
No. I have stuck up for my children enough for tonight. Even if it meant my aunt gets this small victory. No, my sister, bleh. My sister gets this small victory over me.
Thank you. And she'll just let her leave if she does.
Yeah, she keeps walking.
Juno stands there until she's gone. Like, gone. And then eventually we'll turn around and start walking back.
I don't know if you want to end it there, or do you have anything to say to your aunt or anybody like that?
No, unless they have anything else to say, she'll just join them back at the table.
Yeah, no, dinner kind of goes on more or less undisturbed. They kind of, go to stay in their respective places, for the evening. Charlotte gets, hugged by the Doomclaw, and Maria gives polite nods, and they all head off. Everyone breathes a collective sigh of relief.
Before we do close, Charlotte will, especially after it's like, oh, bye. It's a shame to see you go, but you scare me. Like, little wave, kind of glance over to Juno, and just through the pack link, still probably holding on to Felix's hand, be like, did you get it?
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
She'll offer her a smile, but all the same, will still like lift up an arm. Come on, bring it in, barbarian princess.
Just kind of looks around. Everyone's still sat at the table.
I mean, people, he said, were kind of splitting up, going their separate ways, so I imagine that it's like...
Well, if it's after that, then that's okay.
Yeah. She's waiting until well after the aunts left. It's like, bye! You're scary, bye! Then this...
Yep. Comes in.
Yeah, she gets herself a smush. Good old side hug.
You're definitely stuck in here with me.
Oh, just you wait. Felix and I are going to have a long, involved talk about just how married we are right now. Werewolf married? I don't know.
As long as I get to be bridesmaid.
You want to be my flower girl? Grins.
Damn right.
See you in a poofy skirt, pitching flowers at people's eyeballs. Loosens up the hold, gives her a pat on the back.
You goddamn right. Just starts walking down the steps back towards their cabin.
All right. Then yes. Think there. It is safe. Call it a scene. Da-na-na.